Well, we've been talking about this for months at this point, but we finally got some definitive information about PlayStation's handheld, or not really handheld, but like handheld streaming device. Previously, we've called it Project Q, but today we found out not only its name, but how much it's going to cost. It is called the PlayStation Portal, and it is going to cost $200. By the way, this video does not have a sponsor, so if you want to support the show, make sure you check out the links in the description for anything that I'm talking about today. This is posted over on the PlayStation blog, and there's a few details that we didn't know before. Just to recap the stuff that we already knew for those of you that haven't been paying attention to the PS Portal. Number one, it does support all of the things that a DualSense controller can have. It has an 8-inch screen that's now been confirmed up to 1080p 60 frames per second and is limited to playing the games that are installed on your PlayStation over Wi-Fi in your house. So this is not something that you're going to take with you when you go places, although that's functionality that could be added in a future firmware update, though Sony hasn't said anything about that. The reason that so many people were really skeptical about this particular device is because Sony has been notoriously bad at pricing things. They always tend to make things just a little too expensive, or if you talk to some people, way too expensive. And a lot of people, myself included, were expecting Sony to place this thing probably somewhere around $300 to $350. I said over and over again that with the real sweet spot that they want to hit here is $150. They did not hit that price. They ended up hitting it at $200, which is $50 more than I think is the sweet spot, but I do think that they're going to be able to move some units here, especially because there are 40 million PlayStation 5s already out there. That's a big consumer base that Sony wants to reach into their wallets. Now, alongside the PS Portal, they're also launching a new headset, or actually multiple headsets. The first one is called the Pulse Elite headset. Here's what Sony has to say. It is their new wireless headset that offers lossless audio and comes with a retractable boom mic and AI-enhanced noise rejection capable of filtering out background sounds. A charging hanger is also included with the product for a convenient charging and storing option. Now, how is this different than the what's it called? The Pulse Audio that you can already get for, I think it's $99. First off, I want to say that I do have a pair of the Pulse Audio headsets, and they're pretty good. They're not super comfortable, but I think overall they're pretty decent, especially for $100. The thing that makes this different is, number one, it has a thing where you can hang the headset from and charge it right there without having to plug it into USB, which is awesome. But more importantly, it has a retractable microphone. Microphones always sound bad when you get far away from them, and the Pulse Audio headset had that microphone like hidden away inside the cans of the headset. So your voice on that system always sounded kind of bad compared to everybody else. That being said, it wasn't really that big of a deal, but if they've got a retractable, although it doesn't look super retractable, if they have a retractable microphone on this, it's going to improve your audio quality. Whether or not it's worth the extra $50 on top of the $99.99 of the regular Pulse Audio, I'm not sure. I'm certainly not going to buy one of these. I already have a pair of headphones that I absolutely adore. They're the SteelSeries Arctis Pro Wireless, and if you want to pick those up, there's a link in the description. I'll also put a link down there for the Pulse Audio if you want to stay all PlayStation. Now, one thing that both of the new headsets have is planar magnetic drives. Now, I'm not an audiophile and I don't know a lot about audio stuff, but what I do know is that every time I've watched like reviews of high-end headphones, people who try out planar magnetic drives are always super impressed by the way that they sound. I personally have never actually experienced that, so I don't have anything to add right there, but it's really cool that these new headphones from Sony both include that tech. And if you don't like having cans over your ears, then they also announced what's called the Pulse Explorer, which are basically earbuds that use the same technology as the headset. Here's what Sony has to say about the Pulse Explorer. With Pulse Explorer, we are pleased to be one of the first companies to provide wireless earbuds to the mass consumer market using planar magnetic driver technology. Now, one last bit of tech that's in these headphones is called PlayStation Link, and it allows you to connect to Bluetooth with your headphones, but also at the same time connect to a compatible device that you have a USB dongle plugged into. It's the same kind of thing that my SteelSeries Arctis Pro Novas have, but this time they're in the Pulse Audio headset. So if you like the design language, I guess, of PlayStation stuff, and you want to stick with first-party PlayStation stuff for your PS5 all the way around, then this is probably what you want to do. And that way you can pair your phone, listen to a podcast while you're playing games, which is something I do all the time. That's it for this quick update. Normally I only post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, so if you want to see more quick updates like this one, let me know in the comment section down below that like button. And speaking of like, if you like this video, you're probably going to like this one right here. From the Nerd Nest, I'm Bill. Stay rad, everybody.